Hey, but you know what? I don't know if money is gonna solve this man's problems. Deshaun Watson hit job has come full circle. And yes, the Deshaun Watson hit job has come full circle. So as I say this, I want y'all to understand that I am not dismissing Deshaun Watson's actions, alleged actions, because I don't know what he did. I know it's alleged that he's done. But I will tell you that this coming to light is a hit job. And when it originally came out and we were talking about these women coming out and saying that Deshaun Watson had sexually assaulted them or made them feel uncomfortable, sexually harassed them during massages, I go, wow, that's kind of odd that this comes out after he requested a trade. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I want to believe that he didn't do it, but I mean, this is weird. Then you start getting the information and you see what he was asking for. You go, okay, he was just trying to get some head, get some head, or get a hand job while getting a massage. There are massage parlors who are into that. I don't go to those places because I go to a massage parlor to get a massage. If I want something done to my penis, I will go talk to my wife.
Or even prior to a wife,
Yeah, I'll go talk to a penis puffer.
or somebody. If you dealt with other women, if it was multiple, if you had one main one, whatever it would be, somebody that you know that would satisfy that desire.
Exactly. And so all of this stuff comes out, the numbers get high, and I go, how are they coming out the woodwork all of a sudden? Now, like, where do they come from? Who has the database? Because Tony Busby, the lawyer who's defending them, lives in the same neighborhood as the McNair family who owns the Texans. I go, all right, bro, this is not a coincidence. Then it finally comes out in the New York Times article that dropped this week was that the Texans gave Deshaun Watson NDAs to cover him. And I go, oh, you know they're getting copies of those NDAs. It's probably being filed through their legal team because Deshaun has a girlfriend, so he's trying to keep everything out of his outside of his legal stuff, out of his bills. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah. So the Texans had the information. They were running the cover up, and now once
Before it
he
even really, not to, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like before it could even really manifest itself, they already kind of knew about this.
right. So once he decided he wanted to leave, they go, "Hey, bro, we gonna spill the beans on your weird habit, your kink."
They're like, look, man, this bitch was just calling me they were calling us the other day. Are you sure you want to not be a Texan? And then he's like, I'm sure. They're like, okay. And then they stacked the papers up and walked out of the room.
We talked about in pre-production. I go, yeah, man. I don't trust his. I just think he has bad judgment. Now, let's put ourselves in his shoes. I know that the team who I just signed this big ass contract with knows that I have this kink that could possibly get me in trouble, or at the least could change my public perception. Like
Correct.
he's not going to get an endorsement deal for a very, very long time. Not that he needs it, but still. Would you walk away from that organization even if they pissed you off?
I would hope to never be in that position, anyways.
Well,
Of course, but like, if I know that I'm in this position and they just paid me any, because remember, a lot of people forget he signed a contract
yeah, he
essentially.
signed an extension with them.
They paid him like knowing that. So like, I probably will respect the loyalty aspect, because even if he didn't think that he would win a Super Bowl there,
They were winning games until
motherfuckers act like winning the Super Bowl is the easiest thing to do to begin with, no matter what type of team you got.
He was winning the division.
They were winning the division.
Yeah, they were winning the division. They were competitive up until the last season in which he played. The last 2 seasons in Houston has been pretty terrible. But I,
I, I don't know what's going on.
I just think let's get into this a little bit because I think what's happening is two things are true. I think that Deshaun Watson is being attacked because he pissed off a billionaire. But I also think that Deshaun Watson has made some questionable decisions that put him in this place. You know, do I think that Deshaun Watson is a rapist? No.
No.
Do I think that he was trying to do something that a woman did not want to do? No. But when you're testing those waters and you're not using direct communication, which you should use, you can put yourself in a position where you've now made a woman uncomfortable. And even if your intents were not malicious, you've now committed, sexual harassment or a sexual assault because you were trying to have consensual sexual contact. Like if you get an erection during a massage, a woman could say that, whoa, 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 he's sexually harassing me because he now has his erect penis in the air as I'm massaging his inner thighs. It can be said.
I think that there's an interpretation in all of it, and that's where the issue comes in. As careful as he could be with his words and his actions. Now, look, I don't even think necessarily, let's just say they're massaging his inner thigh, upper inner thigh, that he gets an erection.
That's normal, bro.
If he goes out and he, as it's happening, he's just like, oh man, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I definitely don't mean to be getting that position. If you could just give me a second, and then if she's like, no, that's fine. Then that from there, it doesn't mean it's okay that she's gonna jack your dick, suck it, fuck it, whatever. It doesn't even mean that. But at least there's an understanding of, hey, this was not what I intended to happen. And there's this other aspect of it with him to where you look at it and you say, he's asking to get his inner thigh rubbed. He's asking to be on his back to begin a massage. Most people's massages are their back, right? Typically, that's
so I do full bodies and I do both sides. So I start face down and then I turn around and I'm on my back. I do both. And honestly, I am a person who gets massaged in the nude, but I always have a towel or a sheet covering me. And one of the most awkward massages that I ever got in my life was I was having some groin issues. Again, I'm in here naked. And I'm like, hey, can you really work my groin? And the massage therapist gives me the look. I'm like, no, 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 it's not that. Like, I really just need you to get like in my groin. Because
it was a woman though.
Yeah. I've only received one massage from a man. And I will tell you it's probably the second best massage I've ever received in my life. Because if you're into like the deep tissue stuff, the men they're just stronger and they can really like get in there and get in those knots in a way that are amazing. But everyone's not comfortable having a sheet on top of them and then a man touching their inner thigh.
I personally, from my massage tales, I have actually probably received more massages from men than women. And I don't have to put this disclaimer out there. I'm not gay, but at the same time, for instance, I had to go through physical therapy. If you remember, you may or may not remember, I got into a car accident where I was hit. And I had to do physical therapy. And during that physical therapy, it was probably lasted about 3 months. where I would go once a week. I'd get a massage. There was a woman in there too, but the guy seemed to have always been the guy there during the time that I could come. And no pun intended, by the way. And I guess that's what she said too. But nonetheless, I regardless, the majority of the time it was a guy at physical therapy that was giving me the massage. Now, granted, these massages were typically my back, so I'm face down. Now, I was naked for these massages because they told you to get naked.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything funny of it. I did low-key think the dude was gay. I'm not going to lie. Not because he did anything. I just thought he was, potentially. I don't know if he was or not. He could have just been in touch with his feminine side, I guess. But regardless, he did his job. And so, like, I appreciated it. And so I always came out feeling better. That's what cared. I always been tensed up, like my neck and like upper back area, shoulders is typically where my tension is. So that's where I typically get massage. I've gotten a foot massage and stuff for Asian woman. Yeah, you want to talk about? Deshaun wants to talk about getting a woody. No, I didn't get a woody. But what I'm saying is something that feels stimulating to the body. It's that when you get that done the right way, that's a hell of a feeling.
Oh my God, yeah. I don't think nothing beats a great foot massage for me.
It can connect your whole body. It's just like your teeth. Like, you know how, like, when somebody's body's breaking down, your teeth will start to fuck up on you first. Boy, it's the same thing with them feet.
So
but if they're doing some good to your feet, it'll. Hey.
So let's just, because we wanted Deshaun Watson to be our quarterback like a couple months ago.
I did. You did. We did.
Yeah,